Well, hello there, and welcome here to my place. It's been a month since I did a Bible reading, so I'm really excited. Be, really, ooh, that was a glitch, but anyway, I'm really excited because I am reading the last book of Genesis finally to you guys, and that is Genesis chapter 50. And then after that, we're gonna work on Exodus Testament, and I read those on Sundays. So Genesis chapter 50. So Joseph fell on his father's face and wept over him and kissed him. And Joseph commanded his servant the physician to his father. So the physician of Israel, 40 days were required for him. For such are the days required for those who are blamed. And the Egyptians mourned for him 70 days. Now, when the days of his mourning were past, Joseph spoke to the household of Pharoah, saying, "If now I have found favor in your eyes, please speak and hearing of, saying, my father made me swear, saying, behold, I am dying in my grave which I dug for myself in the land of Canaan. There you shall bury me. Now therefore, please let me go up and bury my father, and I will come back." And he said, "Go up and bury your father, and he made you swear." So Joseph went up to bury his father, and with him went up the servant, the elders of his house, and all of the elders of the land of Egypt, as well as all the house of Joseph his brother and his father's house. Only there their flock and their herd they left in the land of Goshen, and there went up with him both and horsemen, and I was a very great gathering. Then they came to the threshing floor of which is behold of the Jordan, and they mourned there with a great and very so many. He observed 7 days of mourning for his father, and when I can't pronounce that, guys, sorry, of the land saw the mourning at the flourishing floor of Atad, they said, This is deep. This is a deep mourning of the Egyptians. Therefore, its name was called Abel, which is beyond the Jordan. So his sons did for him, just as he had commanded them. For his sons carried him the land of Canaan, and buried him in the cave of the fields of, I can't pronounce that, before Mer, which Abraham bought with the fields from Ephron, the Hittite of property, for a burial place. And after he had buried his father, Joseph returned to Egypt, he and his brothers and all who went up with him to bury his father. When Joseph's brothers saw that their father was dead, they said, perhaps Joseph will hate us and may actually repay us for all the evils which we did to him. So they sent message to Joseph saying, before your father died, he commanded, saying, thirst you shall say to Joseph, I beg you, please forgive the, the trespass of your brothers and their sin, for they did evil to you. Now please forgive the trespass of the servants of the gods of your father. And Joseph wept when they spoke to him. Then his brothers also went and fell down before his face, and they said, behold, we are your servant. Joseph said to them, don't be afraid, for I am in the place of God. But as for you, you meant evil against me, but God meant it for good, in order to bring it about as it is this day, to save many people alive. Now therefore, do not be afraid. I will provide for you and your little ones. And he comforted them and spoke kindly to them. So Joseph dwelt in Egypt, he and his father's household. And Joseph lived 110 years. Joseph saw, that person's name, can't pronounce it, children to the third generation. The children of Machir, the son of, were also brought up on Joseph's knees. And Joseph said to his brethren, I am dying, but God will certainly visit you and bring you out of the land, to the land of which he swore to Abraham, to Isaac and Jacob. Then spoke to an oath from the children of Israel, saying, God will certainly visit you, and you shall carry up my bones from there. So Joseph died, being 110 years old, and they established him, and he was put in a coffin in Egypt. Yep, that is Genesis. Next time when I'm back on a Sunday, we're gonna start Exorcist, and that's one of my favorite books in the Bible, Exorcist. So I'm actually excited to read that one. So, anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and get off here, and I hope you all having a good Sunday. I hope you all are staying blessed, whatever you're doing today. I just hope you all are doing well. This world is a wonderful place, and we need to try to keep it that way. And with the God above, we can. And never forget, we are all God's children. Bye for now.